Welcome back to another episode of In the Kitchen with Chef Dacres, and of course I am the one and only Chef Anthony Dacres. Today I am here at Chef Lamar Howell, owner of Fingahz Dlites, no stranger. Today's theme is what's cooking for summer, so if you want to see what's on the menu, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Like Ding Dong say, the summer is back. So today with Fingahz Dlites, we'll be preparing 2 meals for you guys to try at home today. You'll be getting the kebabs and you'll be getting grilled corns. These meals can be prepared throughout the entire summer, and it will be a family food with friends, with anybody you can think of. Stay tuned and see what's up. So we have the Walker's jerkwood seasoning, we have the Maggi all-purpose, we have the Larry seasoning salt, and we have the paprika as well, and also the soya sauce, the mushroomed flavored. Okay, and all these will be accompanied with the butter, the mustard, and a bit of oil. Yeah, and that's it. Alright, so we will start by preparing, by seasoning the meat. Reason why I did this, because I want the marination to seep in a bit, so when we are ready to apply the heat to the chicken, it will have the right flavors. So I like to start with, when I'm doing grilled stuff, I like to start with the oil, and because it's not a lot of chickens, I'll be using the chicken thighs. You know, you can use anything to your likings, you know, you can use beef, whatever, but I decided to use chicken. So a cork full of oil all around, and just a little bit more, just a little bit more. All right, the reason why I apply the oil is because I want the seasonings to move around and get into the meat itself. So the next ingredient will be Miss Famous Maggi right here, and you can't lose flavor with her. She always delivers. So you apply a little, and remember, you have a lot of seasoning. Remember, our friends are here as well, so you will be needing to make some space for them as well. You're going to use Mr. Larry, and he has a lot of flavor, especially salted flavor. So you don't want to, and always shake up your seasonings before you use them, people. Use this lightly, it's very salty. Okay, and know your seasonings, people. Okay, know them. These can be a friend, and they can easily well not be your, they can easily well be your enemy as well. All right, next one I'll be using is the Walker's jerkwood, and this has high in flavor. When I say flavor, I mean the Jamaican flavor. This not a lot, just a little here and there. Yeah, after that we apply a little of the paprika, just a little to enhance flavor as well. I'll be adding some of the mustard. That name slipped me a while ago. I don't know why, people, but don't worry. This is some of the mustard. People like to use this solely for like toppings, like with hot dogs, and they don't use it normally to enhance the flavor. They use it to add it with toppings of the flavor. So what I do is I substitute that with for the flavor. I add it to the seasoning of the chicken. It brings out the flavor and it adds it a lot. It brings it infuses it with all of the different seasoning that I have been using, and you will see when it's finished. Okay, I learned this by watching a lot of chefs as well, and it is very much approved. So after adding all these seasonings, we are going to combine them into one to infuse those flavors coming out of it. All right, and you might say, look, I'll garnish it, but don't worry about that. All right, so now you see the importance of the oil. The oil gives the chicken that moisture, and gives everything that kind of flavor to come out of it. You understand me? And so it has that moisture. You never want to season your chickens with it dry. You know, it's not going to have a nice, you know, the seasoning won't go where it's supposed to go. You want to get into the cracks, you know what I mean? And liquid is the easiest way to get through cracks. Okay, so you want a bit of moisture on the meat, and it's gonna look something like this. Oh, it smells even, ooh, scent just, ooh, you know what I mean? And if you didn't know, people, you can even use mayonnaise like this too. You know, you can season your chicken with mayonnaise. Alright, so after everything is done, to enhance the marination process, we cover it and just give it time to let it do what it does best and marinate. Easy. For people, when dealing with the grill, I made a little spill right there, but don't do me. If you can do it better, you do it. I always grease your grill, people, always. This is mandatory. The reason why you grease it is to prevent sticking. Mr. DJ. Yeah, so we make sure you grease the grills before preparing anything. I would advise you, please grease the grills before turning on the fire. I've made that mistake so much time and I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what I mean? So do the professional way, grease the grills before, and then you turn on the fire and then close it. All right? Reason for closing is to make sure it catches temperature, and if it catches the right temperature, you can actually use this as an oven. You can actually use your grill as an oven because it has up to 350 degrees and goes all the way up to 650. Sorry, yeah. So this gauge will go up once it catches about 250 or so. We'll be ready to cook. We are ready to prepare the kebabs now. For the first, I did this. I have been soaking them since the starting of the cooking. The reason why I soak them is because they are wooden, and when heat is applied to wood, I do have to tell you, it catches a fire. So what I do, I soak the kebab sticks in water from the start until I am ready to use them now. So it absorbs all the water and ready to be cooked. So these cuts are for the kebabs, and you don't want to dice them or anything. You want them as big as possible. So I chop it in fours, and after I'm finished, I'll show you what I do. Chop it in four, remove this little outer layer, chop it in four. So I give it the cross. So the religious people just chop the cross into it. Alright, so after we finish with the onions, we move to the sweet peppers. And I don't know why, but I like chopping sweet peppers. I don't know why. It's a perfect thing to test your knife skills on. You know what I mean? It's perfect. It has a lot of body, and you can just work your knife skills on it, like no joke. And like what I did with the seeds a while ago, if you are a good farm-ish person, you can regrow the stuff, so you know, homegrowing. Alright, so now, almost the perfect julienne. So now you just do them in chops, carve out the belly. So remember, we want big chops, like squares, and you can leave this one. If you want to chop off it to give a little consistency, you can do it. You have them looking like that, and then you repeat the process. big chops, big chops, big chops. Yes, so we finished preparing the vegetables for the kebab. Now it's time to sort out the pineapple for the kebab. Now when preparing the pineapples for the kebab, we want to remove this core exterior right here. It's very hard. It has a brownish darkish in comparison to the entire pine. So you just want to, right here, so you just want to get some chops right here along the sides. Make sure everything is done. So we chop the pineapples. You want to have it on a good size because you're going to use them. You don't want to dice them. Never dice anything for kebabs. That won't go well. It's better to use a paring knife for this little section. It's easier to maneuver. And when you finish, you just take a look at time and move out the core of the pineapple. It's not ready yet, but trust me, the seasoning crazy. Even the mustard that I placed on the chicken is giving it an exotic kind of flavor. People, it's the first time I've tried it, but like we say, chef we name, so we're not afraid of the food nor the seasonings. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what I'm doing right now is just chopping the meats appropriate for kebab styles. And remember, these are all chicken thighs. I gave them a diagonal cut. And we are going to add one last seasoning to the batch, to the bunch, to complete it. Okay? So we're going to finish the seasoning of the kebab for the chicken, where we're gonna add Mr. Chin soya sauce, the mushroom flavored, people. Alright, and you just want a little bit, as a matter of fact, lock down back the cork, if you know that look style, and you just go so whoop and sprinkle, make it get a little. Apply oil to the vegetables and fruits together, and you take a little paprika. Take a little paprika. And you know we can't left out Miss Maggie and the mustard. Okay, so while the grill is getting hot, we're gonna just apply these. Oh, moment, come. We're gonna apply these. Alright. As you can see, we have applied all the seasoning to the vegetable and the fruits as well, because we don't want to season while after we have made the entire kebab. We just want everything to just go on and does what it do best. Want the heat to do what it does best. Okay, you see that, people? See that? Look like you can't eat now, and it actually can, but I won't. Alright, so you do that, and after seasoning all the fruits and vegetables, it's time to create the perfect Dlites kebab. So take the kebab stick, pierce and hole through the vegetables and the fruits, like so. After, you grab a piece of the chicken, repeat the process like that. Probably take another one. Probably don't need another one, but just repeat the process, and you guys can do it, apply them anyhow you see fit, to give extended flavor. This will be the summer kebab, the Dlites style. Alright, so it has a look like this. And will be placed on the grill with all the above. Alright, put it one side wherever of choice. Alright, it's time to put these delicious kebab on the grill. You hear that sizzle? Everything is now on the grill. It's placed, everything needs its space, and it won't take long to finish grilling. Because you know the lettuce, not the lettuce, sorry, the vegetables are already easy to cook, so you don't want to overcook. We applied everything on the grill that's supposed to be there. Now it's just letting the fire work its magic.
My phone battery died, so Chef Lamar continued grilling kebabs, turning until cooked evenly.